Hi, welcome to another section on our tutorial on Bitforex. So in this lesson we want to discuss about how you do your first deposit. In previous lessons in the tutorial we've discussed about how you change default Chinese language to English, then how you check your assets. Then we'll discuss about some other things like security. So now we're moving on. After you've secured your account with something like Google Authenticator or bind it with phone, it is time you want to deposit, and still conscious of the fact that this tutorial is meant for newbies. That means even if you don't have previous experience, you'll be able to go through and be able to handle and use the platform as a pro. So you can always send us any platform you want us to review, in-depth review for newbies. So that's it. The first thing you want to do, you log in your account. I want to believe that. So you move to asset management, you go to deposits. So you are now on the deposit page. There are two ways you can do that. So you can also come back to just trying to as a newbie, so you can go into different means. You can also come here and go to my assets. Then from there you can go to deposits. So as you can see it there, even in my assets, you can also select the coin. Let's minimize this. You can also move here and click on deposits. You can see it. So but to make it more clearer, let's go back to the initial step we have in the text tutorial. You click on deposits. So then the next thing we want to do is search for, so as mentioned in the tutorial, we are using NOPS token. So just make sure you type out the right token. There are some tokens, they may have similar tickers, so be very careful not to send Bitcoin to Ethereum wallet and vice versa, so that you won't lose your coin or token. So let's search for that. So good, some basic things you need to learn. This is the coin. Notice, please don't deposit any other digital asset except NOPS to this address, or you may lose it. That's it. So the NOPS deposit address, this tells you how many NOPS you currently have in that account, which is 0. Remember, we said this account is basically for the tutorial, so we have no stake in it. Even if we are putting a coin, we are going to have it pull out because the account is not having any security or whatsoever. So then you have this deposit address. So your deposit address is like a bank account for this NOPS token alone. So anything you send there should be this NOPS token. For example, don't attempt to send Ethereum or Bitcoin to this address. They will not deliver, and you might not be able to recover that money again. So make sure the token you are sending is NOPS. So this the address. You can either use QR code. So you scan, if you are sending with your phone, for example, you scan this, or you just copy this address. The best way is always to copy and paste it where you want to send it from, because these addresses are so long. Typing it out, if you make any error, that means you might send it to the wrong address and lose your money. So always make sure you copy. Then wherever you paste it, just do your due diligence to make sure you confirm the address. For example, you paste here. When you want to send, at least the first 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 digits, check it against this and make sure they are correct, then come to this, like the last 6 or 8 digits also, check it. If 386736, make sure they are the same. Once they are the same, then you are good to go before you click the send button. So the next thing we want to do now is to do the deposit from NOBS is an Ethereum based token, so we're going to send it for an Ethereum wallet. So let's do that. I'll be back to Bitforex shortly. So you can also check these tips that tells you how long it will take. Your NOB will arrive after 12 confirmation, and it will be available to withdraw after 120 confirmation. So after 12 confirmation, it will show up here. So it could be more than that if the blockchain is very busy. So just make sure you send it to the right address, and it will eventually be deposited. So let's do the transfer. So we ought to deposit, but very sorry for some reasons will not be sending coin into this account. So but this is all you need to do your first deposit. Once you copy this, if you are buying from an exchange or someone, send this address to them, or you want to send from one exchange or from Ethereum wallet here. So just copy and paste it there as explained earlier. So if you go back to my assets, so once you send it in successfully, you should be able to reflect. So once you send it, it should reflect. You can use hide zero balance, so it will hide all balance less than $1 and show any other one you've deposited. Or you can just search here, for example. So assuming we have done the deposit, you will see the total and available and some other details. So that's it. You can go on and give it a test. So the same thing if you want to deposit Bitcoin, we have said it, you can use deposit from here, or use the other option from here, deposit. So either way, you will still come back to this same page. So each of the confirmation time differs, though there are something I seems to be missing on this exchange, is that they do not state precisely the minimum amount you are expected to deposit, because there are some exchange there's minimum. For example, BTC, they tell you minimum. Anything below that may not reflect in your account. So I'm not sure they have this based on what you're having. So if you are not sure, if you're just sending very minimum amount, usually less than $50, just try to get through to their customer care first and confirm, so that you will not lose the money. So that's it. Let's move on to the next